Hi, my name is Rudy, and I'm the author of Barker's Grub, Easy Wholesome Cooking for Your Dog. I'm here with Epstein, my new little boy, and we're going to show you how to do an easy recipe for your dogs at home. It's called Dragon Grub, and it's because Oscar, my dog's favorite meal is Dragon Grub, which is really spaghetti, but we call it Dragon Grub because he's half dragon and half dog. And all it is basically ground beef. We're going to do some egg noodles, and basically it's, pasta. I don't use other meats. I don't use chicken. I think it comes out better because it's ground beef, and so basically it gets incorporated better with the tomatoes and parsley. When you're chopping your beef or meat, you always use wood, and the reason is because it's got natural enzymes that break down bacteria. When you cook the tomato, it intensifies the antioxidant effect. So basically, it cleans out your system. Now, here's the other thing about tomatoes, is it's got the highest level of vitamin C. So you're getting basically a lot of C in your diet, in your meals. It's got lycopene. Here's the thing about parsley. The reason why we put it in a lot of meals, I use it in my kidney meals, and the reason is it's a diuretic. It flushes out the kidneys, and what it does is basically promote health for your kidneys. And it tastes really good. It adds a lot of flavor. You don't want to chop it up too much. This is enough. Once it goes into the pot, it all breaks down and gets pretty small. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of cooking with olive oil for the beef. We're going to put it in the frying pan.
Brown the beef well, but don't overcook. You don't have to use olive oil or any oil at all, especially if the beef has a high fat content. I use olive oil when the beef is extra lean, so it doesn't stick to the pan. Olive oil is a good oil to cook with, and oils are an essential part of meals for dogs. Everyone needs fats in their diet.
Okay, meanwhile, we're going to put our pasta, which is approximately 2 cups. This is the egg noodle pasta that I'm using this time. We're going to put that in the boiling water. It's ready. All right, now we're ready for the rest of the ingredients to go into the recipe, into Dragon Grub. All right, tomatoes, parsley. And stir these in real well. I know people think, okay, dogs don't have taste buds, but they do. Now, someone might say, well, your dog, you think dogs have taste buds, but they still go and eat feces. Well, the reason sometimes they eat feces is because they're missing minerals in their diet. If a dog has been doing that since they're a puppy, it turns into like a habit, an addiction, and it's really hard to break them out of that. Dogs are omnivores, so therefore they'd be eating and scavenging, they'd be digging up roots, they'd be eating some herbs, some weeds, and any kind of meat they could get their hands on. We have to do the same thing, provide a wide variety of diets, foods for them. For instance, any kind of meat, beef, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs most definitely, and all sorts of different fruits and vegetables. Now, a tomato is actually considered a fruit because it has seeds.
I'm adding a pinch of oregano, which adds flavor. I'm using some dried oregano. You can also buy some fresh oregano from the store or market. And a pinch of salt to add some minerals and to enhance the meal. Now drain the pasta, and you don't need to rinse it. Just add to the mixing bowl.
Now we're ready to mix everything together. Everything is still hot. So what we're going to do is we have to incorporate everything really well for the meal. And it's all really, really, really hot. Whew. People used to cook for their dogs and cats, their animals. And now we're all under the assumption that this is what dogs and cats are supposed to be eating. When in fact, the original contents of this were supposedly this. So, that has preservatives, it has tons of chemicals. Okay, this is natural, 100%. What would you prefer? We're incorporating with our hands the best utensils and the cleanest. you know that your hands are always cleaner, that is, if they're washed, cleaner than any utensil you could ever use. So we're basically squishing them all together, getting all the flavors together. See, it actually feels pretty good. All right.
This is the final product, Dragon Grub. It's pretty and smells divine. So you can see, you can take everyday ingredients from your kitchen, pantry, and or the grocery store and make a wholesome meal for your dog. Isn't it great and so simple? I hope you've been encouraged and inspired by this video to take your dog's health into your own hands and do something extraordinary for man's best friend. After all, don't you think they deserve it? There are few pleasures in life. One is eating. Don't deprive your pet of that. Feed him Barker's Grub, the best pet food in the universe, made with real ingredients and no preservatives. Recommended by all dogs and cats. Barker's Grub.